and welcome back. Before we get started today, I would like to kindly ask you all to please subscribe to this channel by clicking on the red subscribe button below. It won't cost you anything, and it will go a long way to help me keep on delivering high-quality Sudoku tutorials for you absolutely free. And I would also like to encourage you to visit my website for lots of information about my tutorials, several Sudoku essays that you may find interesting, and much more. And when you have time, please visit the Sudoku Swami gift shop where you can buy beautiful custom t-shirts and coffee mugs featuring my logo and some other humorous and catchy Sudoku phrases. You can find links to my website and to the gift shop in the description box below. All right, here we go. Well, this complete course has finally come to an end. I would like to take this opportunity to sincerely thank all of you who sent me so many kind and wonderful comments and emails encouraging me to keep going. I really do appreciate your continued support. It's good to know that my work was not in vain. This last video in the course is meant to kind of tie everything up and give you a general game plan of how to put all this knowledge together in a synergistic way and put it to good use. No two Sudoku puzzles are the same, and so it is essentially impossible to come up with a single strategy that will apply to and work for all puzzles. But I think we can devise an overall approach that will pretty much keep you on the right track most of the time. For instance, it would be silly to look for a continuous loop at the very beginning of a puzzle. I'm not saying that you will never find one at the beginning, but it is so unlikely that I think your time would be much better spent looking for simpler stuff until you make several candidate eliminations and clear the puzzle out quite a bit. In any event, my first bit of advice is to learn and master as many solving techniques as you can and practice finding and identifying the patterns by doing lots and lots of puzzles. As with any fine skill in life, repetition is the key to mastery and greatness. Second, I think we can make some generalizations about the likelihood of particular techniques becoming available at various stages of progress. So let's talk about that for a minute. I think we can safely divide the puzzle into three distinct sections, just like a game of chess. First, we have the beginning, or opening, and then there is the midsection, or middle game, and then we have the often difficult final phase, or end game. So here is my opinion and prediction of what stages of the puzzle you are more likely to see the following things. At the beginning, you will probably see a lot of hidden and naked singles, locked candidates, naked pairs and naked triples, and X-wings and swordfish. And in the midsection, you are more likely to see turbo fish, two-string kites, skyscrapers, empty rectangles, unique rectangles, XY wings, XYZ wings, W wings, X chains, XY chains, Sudoku, simple coloring, and remote pairs. And the final phase is where you are more likely to find AICs type 1 and 2, continuous loops, discontinuous loops, and of course the bug plus 1 configuration, which can only come at the end. Now, I'm not saying that you won't find any of these things in a different section than what I have just listed. For instance, you are going to find singles at every stage of the puzzle. And of course, entering singles is always going to be the very last thing you do as well, after the puzzle has been completely unlocked. In fact, all those techniques listed in Section 1 can appear at any time, really. I'm just saying that they are probably going to be a little more prevalent at the beginning than they will be later on. And granted, you may find a Sudoku pattern or a unique rectangle near the end. Or you may find an AIC type 1 or a discontinuous loop in the midsection. There are always going to be exceptions. But generally speaking, I would say that those three charts represent a good roadmap for you to follow as to when you can expect to see these different kinds of patterns start to arise and show themselves. You are probably not going to be able to construct an AIC of any kind until you are seeing lots of bi-value cells and conjugate pairs. As I have said many times, these are the telltale signs that a chain may be lurking there, just waiting for you to find it. Use your head. Use what you see. If you see an inordinate number of bi-value cells, there's probably a good chance that you have an XY chain, or maybe some remote pairs. Know what I mean? But the most important advice I can give you is that you need to be on the lookout for all things at all times. As we all know, every puzzle is different and you can never know what's coming next. Just like the Boy Scout and the Girl Scout motto says, always be prepared. Be prepared for anything. Do that and you will experience the pride and supreme satisfaction of being able to solve the most difficult puzzles out there. In closing, I wish you countless hours of fun, enjoyment, and entertainment as a result of your mastering what has recently become the most popular puzzle of all time, Sudoku. On that note, I'm going to leave you now, and I will hope to see you in my random tips and tricks videos and in my upcoming advanced series. Until then, be well and be happy.